Alright, so this is going to be my review of Alien vs. Predator Civilized Beasts. Now, this is the sequel to AVP Thrill of the Hunt, which, yeah, if you guys have seen the review, I wasn't too kind to that comic because, well, it was pretty boring. Now, AVP Civilized Beast does play... I did get... tongue-tied, let me back up. Now, a friend, a YouTuber, commented saying that yes, this and Thrill of the Hunt are both in canon with a lot of the Dark Horse comics. I was under the assumption that it was more in the movie continuity, but apparently it's in like the farther future of the AVP Dark Horse comics. So yeah, but anyway, this takes place 8 months after the events of Thrill of the Hunt, and what happened there was that a group of investors that found the aliens and predators, they have been stuck there. They've been now stranded for 8 months and have now kind of lived with the Predator, who they've dubbed Smiley, and they've been fighting off the Xenomorphs while waiting for a rescue. Rescue comes in the form of synths. And these synths are a lot different. Their blood's red, they're more human-like, and yeah. But apparently, we discover in this comic what the big deletion was, which caused the human race to go into like a second dark age. In this comic, it's explained that it was mostly the synth's fault, because the synthetics were becoming more and more like humans. Mankind freaked out. No, mankind literally had went paranoid that they were going to go Terminator on them, so they created this virus that would destroy them. However, the virus evolved to the point where it caused the big deletion. So we kind of inevitably destroyed ourselves on that one. Typical. Anyway, so with this comic, it does go into the whole thing of what counts as civilized for about 2 seconds, because then it just kind of goes in the whole, or is humanity better than what it... Well, it does kind of now that more that I think about it, but yeah. It's not focused on the aliens and Predator. Again, the AVP stuff is in the background, which I'm sick of, because, for the second time, because the Alien and Predator stuff uses the background for it. And this does have more Alien versus Predator fights, but again, you don't... At least in, the early AVP comics, that Dark Horse did, that while there was human characters that went around, there was a lot of focus on what happened with the aliens and predators. It wasn't like the backdrop. It was at the forefront, and how are they going to survive? This was more like, oh, we gotta get off the planet. Oh yeah, there's aliens and predator here. And it felt like the alien and predator stuff was kind of, not until the end of the comic, a majority of the start of the comic, was more like, oh yeah, there's aliens and predators here, but we're more concerned about getting off the planet. We're more like, how long until we die? Oh, whatever. Anyway. This comic takes way too much from the first movie, because not only have they made the temple exactly like the one in the comics, the movie, they do some shots verbatim, like the last Predator fighting the alien queen, and a few other things verbatim. Like, did the dude just watch the movie and go, oh yeah, that looks cool, that looks cool, that looks cool, I'm gonna do that. Anyway. The Predator in question, the main Predator they focus on, Smiley, as they call him, yeah, Smiley, he is a total badass, and one thing I love about him is that he has a reverse a plasma caster. Like, it can go backwards and shoot from behind, which I was like, why don't more Predators have that? That would make sense if you're fighting multiple opponents, especially Xenomorphs, whose main shtick is to come up from behind you. You would have something like that. Like, as far as I know, I think he's the only Predator I've seen with the reverse cannon trick. So literally, I think the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that's a cool thing to have, and to use. So, what the hell? Anyway, so with what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Damn it. But yeah, with this comic, the human characters you still don't care about, but there is a great line. I think one of the best characters, if not the best character in this, is the synth known as Templeton. Templeton in here is like the other synthetics that have now... The synthetics have also become illegal, and they're pretty much the new breed of synthetics that were created illegally by the guy named Mac. And in here, he talks. There's this great line where this woman Glenda, who just comes out of nowhere from the first. She wasn't even mentioned in the first comic, but in here she's just an angry bitch who just hates synthetics, and everything that goes on is like, woe is me. But yeah, she makes this line of like, you were, you weren't, you had faults, and Templeton just shoots back with, oh, and you programmed us not to have any flaws. What does that say about your race? I was like, got her. That was a great line. And there are some, again, there's some great debate on civilized, on what counts as civilized among, while the aliens and predators are kind of duking it out, but it doesn't really amount to anything. It's just, I think it just felt like, yeah, let's just make this a cool title. That's kind of what it really amounted to, honestly. Yeah. Also, the artwork it's a different artist. It's pretty much a different artist, but they don't really focus on the main characters anymore. And again, I totally forget their names. They're very forgettable. They don't really feel like actual characters. They just feel like mobiles to help you get through the story. But yeah. In fact, they don't even look alike as they did. They don't even look the same as they did. But anyway. All in all, it's a little bit of an improvement over the first comic, but still it has its flaws. So again, unless you're a major Alien and Predator fan, I would skip this. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys later.